Hey there folks, Seiko Starcraft back with another exciting matchup from the RSL. We have Scarlett down here in the bottom right as the purple Zerg versus Polt. Red Terran top left. There's a new Polt, I think his name is Storm Polt. Savage is dropped from game. We can No! Leave Savage out. Anyways, Stormpolt is no delay on our streams. KK, no problem. Interesting. I'm not too sure what that all means. Regardless, Stormpolt was some European guy that's just up and coming, is really good, and I got some replays. Seemed to always get mixed up with him. But this is the Korean Polt. Kind of fallen off from the top echelon of Terran players out of Korea. Still kind of a big deal though. So I enjoy seeing his games when I can. Does enjoy a little bit of creativity. Now I remember this replay being super long, so we're going to speed it up where we can. And the best place to speed it up is generally at the beginning, when most people know kind of what's going on. We had a hatch first. We had a gas before barracks, so we're going to see a repar. Yes, we do have a repar. I've never seen this map before. A lot of these RSL maps are brand new, and this doesn't look like a map that would hold very long games. There's not really a whole lot of... That's actually quite a few lings that we've had made on this side from Scarlett. Speed has started, the queens are out now, so we should be alright. Because there's only like 3, 4, 5, 6 bases total per player, it doesn't seem like this would make for very long games. In fact, I like the looks of this map. I like smaller looking maps. Let's see what this even looks like. It's a low ground center. Bases on the outside. No watchtower in here. Cool egg looking thing. Oh, almost got that Marine. I like how the other Marine was just sitting back there like, oh buddy, you got this. I don't want to shoot my gun yet, I just polished it. So if I end up like just shooting right now, they're going to yell at me later because my gun's dirty. So just let me know if you don't make it, I'll come over there and help you out. No fast third command center out of Polt here. Instead going into a starport. And we've got Hellions on the way. So we should be able to get some pretty easy map control. Speed's going to be down here pretty quick for the Zerg player. Has out one extra queen. Now that there's lots and lots of Hellions going to be swarming onto the map, it's going to be very important that either roaches come out, or we're going to have some really strong play. Is he going to get it? Ooh. Just managed to catch Polt a little off guard there. You're not going to get it, Scarlett. It is only 2 Hellbats, so no, sorry, Hellbats, Hellions, so you can sometimes grab them. Now that there's 4, nice little bit at the front. Looks like he's gonna go. I would expect this to go into Widowmine Bio. Oh, I've seen some really great games out of Scarlett taking on Widowmine Bio and winning. This is a weird setup for this map here. I mean, he could get technically a low ground siege, hitting the mineral line of that third. This looks like it would be a better third base, but it is further away from where the creep will be. Still nothing but more economy here out of Scarlett. She feels pretty confident what's going on. Very fast upgrades, including she is getting upgrades for the ranged attack, not the melee attack. One Viking out, going to be a bit of a jerk. Good way to be. This hatch is actually taking quite a bit of damage. Scans to see what the tech is at. We don't see any tech there because she's making a lair at her natural. I was about to ask when that third command center is going to get started. Scarlett got herself into a little bit of a supply block, so she's making 3 overlords at once. There's the Widow Mines on the way. 6 Hellions. There's no roaches out, and Lings aren't going to do super good without any upgrades. You see they managed to kill off all of the larvae as well at the same time, which is a smooth. smooth move. like you'll probably be able to keep that hatch alive, but it's so beat up that I wouldn't be surprised if she tries to maybe take a 4th base here pretty soon, just because how beat up that is. Those are rocks. Way to go. Do they actually protect the way down? I can't tell. That hatch is so close to being dead. She did get a transfuse off on it, so we'll keep it alive a little bit longer. Spore crawler, more drones, more economy. Looks like these guys are pretty content to just kind of play out the middle of this game, not worry too much about anything else. Looks like you'll get a couple free Hellions there. Oop. Roaches are out and on the way. Do we have a Widow Mine go down or anything? Yes, we did. Got 1 kill in that Widow Mine. Is there a Spore Crawler down here? I don't know if she's aware that there's a Widow Mine right next to her Queen. I don't see an Overseer or a Crawler. There's the Crawler. Well, it will get a shot off. I don't know if it'll kill the Queen, though. Queens have quite a bit of health. Oop, there's the Overseer. Got that just in time. Wonder how much opportunity these players get to practice. Look how close these 3rd bases are going to be. I don't know how much of an opportunity these players get to really practice these builds. Nothing in this. Kind of a misrally there from Polt. Not too sure what he was doing with that. He almost lost it for nothing. If you got a planetary fortress here with a few tanks, you'd actually be in a great position to defend most of your bases. A few roaches coming around the side. That's a lot of Widow Mines back inside the base. Lots of roaches here. Oh boy, these are really stacked up roaches though. Looks like she will kill off most of the Widow Mines, which is good, but all these Marauders back here are just going to cut through the roach numbers. Medevacs overhead will do a good job. Looks like you're going to have to pull a few workers out. Having some Banelings probably would have went a long ways here. He's losing a handful of workers in this, which is obviously not what Polt wants to have happen. He's down by 40 supply. These roaches will run away with their speed. Kill off a couple of workers. Good target firing. The reinforcements do arrive. Looks like she will shut down this base. Going for her 4th right now. Creep spread's fantastic right now. Lots of coverage. We'll see a lot of stuff coming at her. Has had to lift up this base. A lot of the supply right now from Scarlett is in these roaches. And though they will be effective because the upgrades on them, they aren't necessarily the best composition against this Bio Widow Mine. In my mind, I've seen it sometimes work, but not most of the time. I think it'd be really good for a few siege tanks to come up from Polt, taking the low ground using the medevacs and just controlling that space. I think the Marauders will be able to range this from underneath. Which is why I kind of don't really like this map. It seems a little bit more favored for something like Terran than it would be for other such. Most of the army is out of position here, so this might get somewhat tradey. How quickly? Oh, great fast pull. She wants to keep all those alive. Is she coming back to save it? That's a little bit of a weird decision for me. I think canceling the 3rd would have been just as effective. There's nothing up here to save anymore. Got a fair bit of damage done. But there should be some Hydra. Well, I like this. The Infestors coming out is going to be really good. Just so you can lock down those medevacs. But she's got nothing that shoots up right now. So having a little bit of Hydras would be very worthwhile. This base will be done pretty soon. I'll help her out quite a bit. She will have to consider getting herself another 4th base though. Polt has taken the supply lead even with all these roaches sitting around here. Creep's still moving. Not sure if these rocks serve much of a purpose other than to maybe give a bit of a choke. Kind of a weird spot in my mind. The Infestors are out. Looks like they had pathogen glands research with them. I didn't check that at the time. Let's check the infestation pit. Yes. I've seen a couple games where they missed the infestation. The pathogen glands, and you'll just lose. Your infestors pop out with not enough energy to be useful. And, yeah, you get toasted. Really toasted. Let's look at what the plan is here a little bit. Oh. That was pretty good. This is such a funky map, just for this reason of being able to snipe things off. Having maybe even a Widow Mine or something up here would be kind of cool. It's a pretty good sized army from Polt there. He does have the supply lead. Now that the pathogen glands are available for the fungal growths, that army could get destroyed pretty quickly if she's not careful. Roaches are kind of trickling in here. It's not what you want to have happen. Looks like the queen's going to go down. The evacuation has already occurred, just to make sure, so it looks as though the army's a little bit out of position to deal with the drop on this side. This army's kind of trapped down here. These Widow Mines are available to shoot. Ooh, do like the Corruptors out. There could be a little bit of a game plan to go into those Broodlords. This map is really well set up for Broodlords. Trying to clear out some creep at the same time. Good multitasking. This creep is giving a lot of advantages to Scarlett. Oh, she did get this 4th base up. The purple makes it kind of difficult to see on the minimap. Lost some mules. Is there another command center in progress or anything? No, it doesn't look that way. 4 Broodlords popping out. Tanks are now being made for Polt. Should help him really get that ranged opportunity that he wants to get. Yeah. Pretty glad that Polt got tanks out. I think without them he'd be in some pretty tough positions here. He doesn't have a lot of army down here though. Polt, if Scarlett committed to this, I think she could take it out. I think she just wants to wait for those Broodlords to get into position though, so she can counter siege her opponent. Yeah, sees the Broodlords, gonna have to immediately back out. Vikings now in production. Good upgrades on the way. We got 3 already started. +2. Was that +2? No, just +1 for the vehicles. Gotta burrow those Widow Mines. Counter drop on the way. Very smart. This army from Scarlett is pretty important to keep on one spot. She is letting her Broodlords get targeted down though. 4 left. Looks like a lot of damage got done over on this base. A lot of workers getting killed. Here, the Widow Mines going off. I don't know, I'm liking this map. It's really setting up for high aggression. It's almost impossible to not have that high aggression here. There's nothing in place here to deal with these Vikings, though. Nothing that really shoots up at the moment. More Corruptors are on the way, but this base did get taken out. It's a big stim. There is some army here from Scarlett, so she should be able to deal with this. That one Medevac does get away. Looks like they're going to try and chase it down. What the heck's going on there? Oh! She's going to get a downtime? She does. This 3-3 Marauder, well, soon-to-be 3-3 Marauder, will actually get quite a bit of damage in on this hatch. Doesn't look like it'll kill it, but it'll get pretty close. She did get that other drop there. A lot of minerals right now for Scarlett. I think she's going to have to start throwing down some more bases here pretty soon. Happily, she did keep this one alive. It looks pretty oversaturated, though, for the moment. A couple of idle ones mixed in there, though. Good transfuses. Now, no upgrades for the air out of Scarlett. Oh no. That was a pretty big Widow Mine hit. That hit all the Corruptors. So we need to get those infestors in place to lock down those units. Well, it looks like Scarlett had enough. Looks like the Vikings will eventually win out in the skies, but all the ground army and the third base still not up for Polt. Polt's ahead in supply, but he doesn't have anything set up for his economy right now. Looks like he will actually be able to clear this up a little bit better than I thought he would. There isn't much of a bank for Scarlett to try to remake stuff with, so this base might end up going down. Another hatch on the way. Scarlett's been pretty good at trying to keep her workers alive long enough. Long distance mining looks like it's going to be happening. Is that the main base command center? No, it's her natural command center moving over there. That's hilarious. This base is almost finished up. Looks like he must have killed that marauder that was hanging down there. This map does not really... It looked like it was going to be so easy to be able to deal with expanding